I don't even know if my way was right, so.
Yeah, it's okay, but we will briefly talk about. Okay, we'll quickly, because we're kind of like want to save some time for the problem set for clarification. So this is a synthesis question provided by one of our friend. Okay, we'll talk about how to think. Well, I think that's more important. So far, you've learned epoxide. Tell me what you see here. This is very like obvious. Well, I know it's. Some people will say, yeah, you can cut here, so that looks like the previous step. Okay, the previous step is OH. Okay, so when you seeing this, is that bring you some attention on the segments? Is that bringing you some attention on? Well, you have 2 carbon. That's very likely. Something like this. And then whatever this part was added as Grignard. So it will attack, it's under basic addition, open this, right?
Yes, I did.
We're doing backwards. Am I good not filling in the blank because we're just talking about how to think about this one? Can people see there's an epoxide? Here.
I spent like 20 minutes on this.
I see. Maybe this question I've seen before.
Really?
It's one of your problems, very similar to your problem set.
Is it okay
Problem
if
stand that way it's
we
easier.
do it without the epoxide? Like go through the synthesis without
You
the
can.
I
I
see,
tried
it's
to. I
hard.
spent 20 minutes on this last night trying to do Grignard and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Just confused. At what point on the epoxide would it have connected to the cyclo?
This one.
Right there?
Don't you think this is a good spot to actually
If you convert your cyclohexane to a
hot step
Grignard,
connect?
that's
So
Yeah.
treat this one as a
Oh, 'cause it
good
won't
base, Grignard. This one.
Oh, I mean after this the next step. Oh, just like 3 steps can get it. If using it like. Yes. Yeah, I see this. I want to use the Williamson. Yes, right.
So make halogenation because they are all secondary. Halogenation first, radical.
yeah.
So
Do
you
wanna
make
see
this
how I
one
did it?
first. Sure. And then this one
Wait,
here is
It is one
Grignard.
on the
Because it'll be-
discussion.
Grignard
Because you want to
attack
attack the
here,
less substituted part.
and then
You're
open
gonna
the
get Grignard
epoxide,
anyways.
and then
Grignard is a
mesylate.
strong base, right?
So it'll be SN2.
You make the
Yeah,
cyclo
like Grignard
of
SN2.
the Grignard reagent.
Yeah. So this one from here, it's a halogenation. That's chapter 3. Here to here is Grignard, right? RMGX. Okay, RMGX works as a small strong base of the epoxide. Open the less stereochemical side. Are people with me?
Yes.
I think it's like if you see like an oxygen on like the second carbon off of the
If you see like there can make a
cyclohexane, it's probably
triangle.
gonna be
Yeah, if you
epoxide.
can see like a potential to make a triangle, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
If the oxygen is too far away.
If you really just do step of magnesium stuff, you will find you are short by 1 carbon away of the oxygen. You can try that.
I try.
Yeah. So let me because this video can be here. You will visit this one when you go to 118C. You will come back to epoxide when you go to 118C. In 118C, you will learn more thing about this carbonyl, and one of the stuff you are counting how many more carbon you are adding. Keep in mind, epoxide always add 2 carbons. So this one is not only useful now. You will see at a certain point when you use PCC and the Grignard keep adding, you will always 1 carbon short, or your oxygen is not on the 1 carbon. When you just 1 carbon away, it's telling you should use epoxide. One of the 118C also use this, and it's a very common synthesis route. Okay, it's just add 2 carbon.
Sorry, could you explain that again? I'm a bit confused.
Okay, so you need to. How about this? If you don't use epoxide, isn't that alcohol? You just keep using 1 Grignard, just like add 1 carbon at each time, like add acyl, add another. You will when you write that. She says she writes 9 step, which is something like this. We are not going to ask your synthesis was of 9 step. That means you probably were on the wrong route. epoxide, which you can add 2 carbon at the same time. If you only add 1 carbon at the one time, you will find out you are always short 1 carbon for the alcohol. It's like your alcohol is not on the right carbon. That's the case. Because if this is the site you want to do grainier, your alcohol is always going to be here. So far, we have not teach you anything to remove the alcohol. Your alcohol is always stay here. Even you can add something else, you cannot remove that alcohol.
I tried to use like HBR to try to move the alcohol. Like it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't
yeah.
work.
Okay, it's too long for this video.